Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Mo. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second introduction video of 3. In this video, I'll be showing my journal and my notes. I'll be going through my trading account. I'll be explaining my preparation for the week and my preparation before I trade every day in the morning, before I get on the charts. And I'll be reviewing my good and bad habits. This will give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes of my trading, showing you guys the work I actually do off camera, and showing the work I've been doing. So here's the trading journal I use. I got it off actually an ad on Instagram, which is Forex Trading Journal. I think it was like 20 bucks, something like that, pretty cheap. My daily affirmations that I tell myself before I start trading in the morning. Then we have a weekly review, and I go over obviously my performances, my weekly reflection, my improvements, my emotions and psychology, trade management. And then over the next week, I will continue, improve, start, and stop. Then we also have monthly reviews too. So after 4 weeks of weekly reviews, then there'll be a monthly review that I do at the end of the month, obviously. Then this is where I start journaling actually each individual trade. So it has the trade analysis and execution, obviously what I'm trading, my result, the date and time, trade management, my errors and opportunities to improve. So obviously we have a lot of pages of this because, I've taken a lot of trades in the past before. Journaling every single trade is honestly the most important thing you can do in the process to become profitable. Obviously you want to take your losses in trading as lessons. So this way you can learn every single mistake that you need to fix in your trading. Next is my personal journal that I've had for a little bit, over 3 years now. We open it up and we can see it's definitely a lot of wear and tear. This is just the reality of having a notebook for a very long time. It definitely looked prettier than this when I first got it. This notebook is literally legendary. I'm gonna save this forever. I'm giving this to my kids. So here we have my day one, literally what is Forex. Like I said in the last video, when I first got into IML, they taught me what Forex was, what a lot size was, what pips were, all this stuff. So it's kind of cool to look back on this though. You see here, we literally have the technical analysis, me drawing a candle, the body and the open, the high, close, all that stuff. So this is literally the very beginning of my trading stage. So skipping through all this BS retail stuff that I used to take notes on, you see like bullish pin bar, bearish pin bars. These are all candlestick patterns, and candlestick patterns don't actually move the market. They play no bearing on where the market's actually gonna go. So this, I don't use any of this anymore. Then this is my very first notes of actually my intro to smart money. So basically ICT concepts. This was very new at the time. Smart money did not make sense to me when I first got into it. Like when I was taking these notes here, I was definitely confused, but literally after like the first week, I started to get a hang of it and I switched over. So here, this is where my road to profitability actually started. When I started watching the ICT 2022 mentorship. Here I just have all my notes that I took for each individual episode. So obviously we have episode 2, then episode 3. I'm learning what fair value gaps were, learning what a swing high, swing low was, all these essential things. Episode 4, episode 5. So here is just all my ICT 2022 mentorship notes. Here we have the ICT core content notes, which is the essentials to actually ICT. And we also have some other ICT videos here. One trading setup for life, power of 3, conquering your fear of entries, order blocks, all this good stuff. Then here we have my manifestations and my inspirations and my why. I did write all this 3 years ago when I first got this journal. This is super important. Every morning before I trade, I go through my manifestations and I say my daily affirmations and stuff like that. I say my why. Just a reminder every morning what I'm actually striving for and what I'm working for to motivate me. Next, I'll be going over my trading account. My trading account I currently have is through Prop Firm. The prop firm I am trading with is MyFundedFX. It is one of the best, if not the best, Forex prop firm out there in my opinion. So kind of explaining what a funded account is, since you guys might not know. Basically, a funded account is a trading account with a lot of capital in it that you pay less money for. For example, I have a $5,000 account. I paid $50 for the $5,000 account. That is the smallest account this trading prop firm has. You can do a $10,000 account, you can do a $25,000 account. The prop firm I trade with, MyFundedFX, they do all the way up to a $300,000 account. This is just a really good way to actually trade with the capital you need, because there's a lot of people just like me that don't actually have just $5,000 sitting around, $10,000 sitting around. And that's honestly the minimum amount of money you need to trade. Like I said, it's a really good way to build capital, really good way to still trade with that large money, even if you don't have it. So we see here, I'm on the MyFundedFX website. I have the 2-step account challenge. So here, you have to reach your profit target of 8%, and you can't have a max drawdown of also 8%. And you also can't lose 5% of your account in a day. If you do that, then you lose the account. So in my case, since I have a $5,000 account, 8% of that is $400. So you have to make $400 without losing $400. Once you pass that first phase, then it gets a little bit easier in the second phase. You just have to make 5% of the account. So in my case, $250. The same drawdown rules still apply where you can't lose 8% of the account, so $400. So we see here I got my first funded account on March 26th and I passed within 20 trading days, which is around like 4 weeks. So here we see right when I got the account, I did go and draw down a little bit. I think my max drawdown was like $4,965, so only like $35. Then we just kept going up and up from there. Obviously went down a little bit, you know, a little inconsistent. And then eventually we just went up, got real close, came back down, and then passed it on May 5th. Looking at my statistics, my best trade in this first phase was $167. My worst trade was $67. So $100, literally exactly $100 apart. My simulated average win was $38.39. My simulated average loss was $16.71. I only took 56 trades, which is actually a really good amount. We see my win rate was under 50%, but the good thing about trading ICT concepts, usually your win rate doesn't have to be super high for you to be profitable. As long as your risk to reward is good, then that's all that matters. We see here my risk to reward was an average of 2.37, which is really good. Obviously, we can see I was mainly only trading NAS 100. That's like the only pair I really trade. We see a little bit of gold. I think I made a trade, took like 1 and 2 trades on gold, but mainly NAS 100, and here it's just US Tech. So going into my second phase, this is the phase I'm actually currently in. We see I'm struggling a lot more in this phase. I've had it since May 6th, and my minimum trading days is 35 days. I've been in the account now, so it's definitely a while. I think it's been like almost 2 months. We see when I first got the account, like see the last phase, I just went up. This time, when I first got the account, I just kept going down and down. Honestly, that was because the euphoria of passing that first phase, I literally felt on top of the world. I felt like the best trader on this planet. So then when I got in this account, I was just overconfident, taking dumb setups, not following my rules, and really just focused on the money because I was so like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get funded. All I need to make is 250. I just made 400. It's easy. Nope. I've been struggling a lot because I've been struggling with actually following my model, following my rules and stuff like that. So we see the account got all the way down to 4,800, which is 50% of the way there to losing the account. Remember, I can't reach 8% drawdown, which is $400, and I was all the way down to 4,800, which is $200 in drawdown. But then we see I got it up a little bit, and now we are here close to break even. I did get a little bit above like the 5,076, and then we see it just dropped a little bit again, and currently I am at $4,978, so negative or minus $21, which isn't obviously very much, so I'm not really tripping. But here, like we see that simulated gain target is 5%. If we look at my stats on this one, it is way worse. My best trade is only $44. My worst trade is $31. But look at the number of trades. This is the difference, honestly. And, you know, obviously I recognize this and I'm trying to work on it. The amount of trades is crazy. 168 compared to, I passed the first phase in 56 trades. The second phase, I'm literally at 168 and I still haven't passed. I'm not even at break even. I'm a little bit under. So, and you see the win rate doesn't even matter. I'm at a higher win rate than I was in the first phase. And obviously, look, it's my risk to reward that matters. I'm under a 1 risk to reward. My average win is $8.88. My average loss is $9.17. I'm not scared to show this at all. This is just showing my flaws. Like I said, I'm in the process of becoming profitable, so this will come with it. Still, obviously, mainly just trading NAS 100. Took a little bit of trades on Australian dollar, which was interesting. Next video, I'll get into my Australian dollar trade or whatever. So here, this is the actual platform that I trade on. It's called DX Trade. It's through the prop firm. They provide it. So here we obviously have my balance, you know, my trade history and stuff like that. And then we have some order history and stuff. This is just all my past trades and everything. And yeah, that's basically it. Next, I'll be showing my prep I do for the week. So here on my Google Docs, this is where I do all my prep. I do like, I call it trading weeks of. So we can go all the way back to, I think it's May 6th is the first one. We see here my trading week of May 6th through May 10th, obviously Monday through Friday. My intentions for the week, my rules to follow this week, and then at the end of the week I do my weekly summary and then what to do moving forward. So here, as we can see, we have all these trading weeks. Basically every week it's always something different because I'm always making either new mistakes or making the same mistakes. So in that week, I try to emphasize and focus on fixing those bad habits, fixing those mistakes. So I do this every Sunday, obviously before the new trading week. This is really important for me because it kind of just helps me prep my mental for the week. I actually know what I'm focusing on, knowing what habits to break. So I know what I need to fix and to obviously improve. And here, if we go into my trading weeks, I always kind of just write myself a little like quote. So here, like in this one, I have in trading, it is you versus your thoughts. Work on having good thoughts while in the trade and don't let fear override your emotions. Be patient for model. Trust and let the market do what it has to do. Simplify trading. So each week I kind of just write my own little quote just for myself. We can see like this week I have keep confidence high and stay disciplined with yourself. Only trade if exact model forms and don't be fearful to enter same position. Protect my capital, all that good stuff. So yeah, this kind of just, it's like a little bit of self-talk, a little bit of like confidence booster for the week. Next, I'll be going over my prep that I do before each trading session in the morning. Obviously, I'm in Arizona, so I wake up at 5:30 a.m. Right when I wake up, I hop in the shower just to wake me up a little bit more and kind of get my day started. After that, then I usually like eat a snack or something like that, drink some water just to like hydrate myself, get myself a little bit more ready. Then I usually spend around like 10 minutes outside reading my daily affirmations, saying my manifestations, saying my why, stuff like that, just to again motivate me and just manifest my reality that I want. Doing all that before I hop on the charts in the morning is actually really beneficial for me. I used to just literally wake up like 5 minutes before the market opens and then just hop straight on the chart, literally in bed still. I wouldn't even be fully awake when I was on the charts. I would literally just like go to the bathroom real quick and then put my glasses on and just stay in bed and be on the chart. Slowly, I progressed to just waking up a little bit earlier. And that's why now I wake up like an hour before market opens. Trading is literally 90% mental, so you have to get your mental right before hopping on the charts. Since I've started waking up earlier and started preparing a little bit before my session, I honestly have seen a difference where I just, even if I'm not making money or I'm still losing whatever, like I just see a difference where I see the market clear and I see price action better, and I'm just more locked into the charts when I'm actually trading. Lastly, I'll be reviewing my habits. The first good habit I have is trading with a good lot size. I'm really good about not over leveraging. The max lot size I trade is $1 a point. So every time Nas moves a point, that's $1. That's the max I trade right now because I don't like risking more than 1% of my account per trade. So that would be $50 per trade. So I try to keep my lot size minimal. I've traded with as small as a 25-cent lot size before on Nas. I'm not worried about my lot size at all because I know one day that lot size will just keep upping and upping, and you know that money will come eventually. The second good habit I have is only taking 1 to 2 setups a day, not over trading. This is really important to limit the trades you take in a day. The good traders take only a couple setups a day, if not just one. Bad traders, they take 10 plus trades a day, 20 plus trades a day. It's just not, it's not good to overtrade. This is just bad for your psychology and will just overall negatively impact your trading account. The third good habit I have is following my system and entering only when my exact model forms. Next video, you guys will see my model checklist and my psychology rules checklist that I have. And I've been really good about following my system and only trading my exact model recently. Habit number 4, I take my losses well when I trade my model. It doesn't affect me emotionally. I understand it's part of the game. Key wording is I put when I trade my model. When I trade my exact model, I don't care if I lose because that's trading with good habits. Even if I lose, it doesn't matter because I followed all my rules. Now, I take my losses bad when I break my rules because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I know I'm not supposed to be doing that. Habit number 5, not revenge trading. I'm very, very good at this, and this was my #1 problem back in the day when I first started trading. It could be win or losing, honestly, but for me, it's mainly when I lose. I had a really bad problem with it. So basically, when you lose, it's just entering another trade just because you're trying to make that money back. And then if you lose again, entering another trade. You're literally just trying to get revenge on the market, thinking the market owes you something because you lost money, and you're just entering trades just to make your money back. That's revenge trading. And that is honestly, I think, the worst thing you can do in trading. If you eliminate revenge trading from your habits, then you are already ahead of a lot of traders. Habit number 6 that I currently have is not trading in a choppy market. I recognize when to be defensive and when to be offensive. This took me a while to recognize what market conditions to trade in and what not to trade in. My model doesn't work in a choppy market when it's just going back and forth and it's just consolidating, not really doing anything. I just stay away from markets like that, and I don't take any trades when the market is choppy. Habit number 7, protecting capital, limiting losses. I always take partials to reduce risk and secure some profit. I never used to take partials when I first started trading. You have to incorporate that because you can be up in your trade and then that trade will literally reverse on you and then you lose all your money and you're like, damn, why the fuck didn't I take any profits, or I should have took the partials. In hindsight, you'll be looking back like, what the fuck was I doing? But if you take your partials, first, you'll obviously be securing some profits, and then you're also just reducing your risk and protecting your capital. You're limiting your losses. So then you'll start to see your trading account actually grow over time. My last good habit I have is always risking under 1% per trade, never letting myself lose too much in one trade or one day. Me, I'm just personally not comfortable with risking more than 1% per trade, so $50. Honestly, I'm comfortable with risking like 0.5% to like 0.75% per trade. Now onto the bad habits I currently have. This list used to be a lot longer, but over these past couple months, I have eliminated a lot of bad habits and turned them into good habits. But the bad habits I still have are being fearful of staying in trades and exiting early. I don't let my stop loss do its job. I exit early due to fear, and then the market goes in my direction. I put this as number 1 because this is literally the number 1 bad habit I have. I will literally conquer my fear of entry. I see my setup, it's a good setup, and I enter, and then when I'm in it, I just exit early. I had to exit early because price is just accumulating, or it goes down a little bit, I'm in drawdown, and then I'm like scared to lose and stuff like that. I have to let my stop loss do its job. It's called a stop loss for a reason. That's literally its job, is to stop me out of the trade. And as long as I am risking what I'm comfortable with and I'm not over leveraging, then I should be fine with the outcome of the trade no matter what, and just stay in it. There's 2 outcomes for a trade. It hits your stop loss or it hits your take profit. So I should not be manually exiting at all. My second bad habit I currently have is missing textbook setups due to lack of concentration while trading. I miss setups because I procrastinate. I have to pay attention to the charts at all times until the session is over. I sometimes am either on my phone during the charts because the market's a little slow, or just a lack of sleep, so then my mental's not fully right, so I'm not looking at the market clearly. Or if I'm on the charts with my friends, then we just talk about something else, like we get off topic from trading and then it distracts us from the charts. So that's something I definitely gotta fix. My third bad habit I currently have is I take small losses because I don't wait for a better opportunity to get in. Sometimes I take trades too early and I get stop hunted, then the better entry will form. These small losses add up and chip away from my profits. Sometimes I do rush in on my entries a little bit, even if it is my entry. Yeah, I do get stop hunted sometimes because I just get in too early. It's not the best setup that the market is offering. If I'm just a little more patient, then I can actually get the best entry. And the last bad habit I currently have is looking for entry too early in the session. I am looking for entry right after the market opens at 9:30. Wait until at least 9:50, which is when the macro starts. That's just basically when the market starts hunting liquidity or to rebalance the imbalance. Mainly, I should just be looking for entry during the silver bullet hour. It's just between 10 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock. ICT calls it a kill zone. This is when my model will form. Too many times I've tried to rush into a trade before the macro or before the silver bullet hour, and the market just burns me because I'm getting in way too early before the times I'm actually supposed to be looking for my entry. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit more insight on my trading and the work I do behind the scenes and my preparation and stuff. Again, this was just the second introduction video of 3. The third introduction video will be coming sometime this weekend. In the next video, I'll be showing my trading model and showing the concepts I actually trade, reviewing my past trades, what I'm currently focusing on and what I'm currently trying to improve on. After this, then you guys will know everything you need to know about my trading, and then I'll get into the live sessions, the weekly forecast, the weekly recaps, trade recaps, all that good stuff. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you guys in a couple days. Take care and stay safe.